I wanted to ask you about Karrion Kross a couple of weeks ago. You made mention, not with us, elsewhere, Sportskeeda. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to watch some Karrion Kross matches. I watched a few. Nothing wrong with them. There was nothing wrong with him. He was, he's got a good size to him. He looks fine in trunks. And then his interviews, they're cliche and cheesy. They are double cheddar Stilton cheesy. It's like you can almost see, like, say
it, James.
They are.
They're the shits.
Do you know, he says them nicely enough, but the fact is, you can almost see what the cue cards behind the camera, and then it's intercut with like really, really like Getty images, stock footage of like cards burning or something like that, and like tarot cards. Anyway,
it's horrible. They couldn't get him over. I mean, they couldn't get heat on him if they doused him with a gallon of gasoline and threw a match on him. They couldn't get heat on him because he's that type. He's got a gimmick, and he's been there a couple of times, right? And they've tried different gimmicks on him. He's just not going to make it. The girl has more heat and attention that he has, and they put him on TV. This is when I decided they're done with him. They beat him the last couple of times on TV. So when they beat you on TV after you've been pushed, that means that push is over, and you go to the back of the line and wait for your contracts up, because there's nothing they can do with him. I don't like the gimmick. He tries to be too gimmicky. And
forced gimmickry. It seems like I must have a character, but you can tell he doesn't believe in it. He just seems like a dude in the bar that all of a sudden believes in burning tarot cards and fortune and stuff.
And that comes from creative. They had no other better idea than to go and give him all these gimmicks, and give him a girl, and then have them pop up on TV, and all of a sudden you got the girl right into the camera, and then they come up a little bit, and there he is. Oh, where'd he come from? Oh, I predicted this also. The maximum male models, they would bomb. They bombed. I predicted Karrion Kross would bomb. He bombed. I predicted Braun Strowman that he would bomb. He's bombed. And everybody you named has bombed. Johnny, Gargano?
Gargano, yeah. I think when Vince came back, all of a sudden the digs that he was a comic book geek and that kind of thing started coming back in. So it's like, you're paying this guy to crap all over him, and to make him seem less cool as...
Well, I remember meeting him one time. I was on a show somewhere. That's what you get with wrestlers. I was on this show somewhere. Where was it? I don't remember now. Because you don't remember. I've seen 1,000 or more locker rooms, and I cannot remember where I saw him. It was somewhere in Ohio, I think. And I think he was going to NXT, and he was going over his match, and nice guy. He was very, very friendly. I mean, there was no reason for him to be unfriendly, is what I'm saying. And he was kind of short. He was like, I'm not real tall, but I'm like 5'10". I used to be 5'11" before they beat the crap out of me and made me shorter. But he's like 5'8". And in a land of giants, I mean, look how much trouble that, what was his name? The guy they put on the champion finally, short guy, little guy.
Which champion?
The World title.
Seth Rollins, didn't they?
No. No, he's in AEW now.
No, not Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. He was in a land of giants, and look how hard he had to work.
Yeah, but he was great.
But he was great. He really was. But look, that's what a first glance at somebody can do, that if they don't look big and tough and that they can do it. But he had to work harder to get to the same spot. Everybody else just got there by being big.
I want to bring up something. I'm going to be kind here. Karrion Kross, I think, could do a lot better if they ditched the sort of silly, forced, gimmickry, mystical darkness kind of thing that The Undertaker can get away with. Hey, Bray Wyatt can get away with it. And what if they just had him on his own, just being a mean dude, and then work from there?
Well, he's got a story.
I think taking the story away from him might help at this point. Just have no story and just be. Anyway, I was just looking at here. Shinsuke Nakamura, he lost to. AJ Styles, he lost to in May.
Mm-hmm. And
then he didn't have. Then he didn't have a match until March, so they're not even featuring him very much on SmackDown.
Nakamura.
Sorry, Karrion Kross.
Oh yeah, Karrion Kross. He's not going to get over. Accept your losses and move on. Because every time they give a match to him, they're actually cheating the rest of the roster out of a chance to get over. And I think when you're in a position with Karrion Kross, can you imagine going in the writer's room and sitting down and they said, what are we talking about today? Oh, Karrion Kross. Oh, fuck God. Oh, no. Because they're burnt. I mean, when the writers get burnt, and see, I think that's what happened to Bray. They got burnt out on Bray early too, but then he started throwing his own stuff in there. Oh yeah, over there. And Vince wanted to go with him. So